I don't normally do my work life in my vlog, but today's an especially good day in that today I'm running a health fair at my office, and I'll show you how I do a health fair. It's a pretty good health fair. So, oops, there goes the sunshine. This is my kind of health fair. Okay, there's some fruit and water. We are hiking in the Sugar Hill State Forest on one of the horse trails. There's a lot of horse trails in this forest. It's a great place. Horses really ruin trails, but they share the trails with bikes and stuff, and they're not muddy trails, so that's good. They're pretty nice. The boys have been cooped up at the rally most of the time in the car or in the trailer or on leash, and they don't like to be on leash. So we're out having fun for the moment for a couple hours with them. So one of the things I always hit for rallies is that good places to hike, because I'm not really into museums and stuff. There's a chipmunk on that tree. You see that chipmunk? And he just went up that tree right in front of Caesar's face, and Caesar missed him. And Caesar's really angry about that. We went up to the Sugar Hill Fire Tower. If you haven't seen that video, if you haven't seen the video, I'll put it up over here for you. And it's a really nice campsite, but it's really designed for horses and horse trailers. And I mean, there's tons and tons of room. There were 3 or 4 people there from the Finger Lakes Trail. We went down one side of the hill. There's a nice trail down there. And as we just hit the woods, the whiff of skunk got so strong, I was certain Caesar had gotten hit, which he's very good at getting hit. But I called him back, and apparently they hadn't discovered skunk or anything. We must have been near a den. But it's the bad thing about walking with dogs, and especially this time of the year. There's a lot of young of the year skunks and fox and all sorts of things out. We just saw a really nice deer with a good antler set. But so anyways, we'll hike along and we'll bring you back if there's anything interesting. Here's Dakota wandering along the trail. Nice easy pace. And then there's Caesar running around like a madman trying to find chipmunks and squirrels. He's just going back and forth through the woods. I think he's a frustrated search and rescue dog, because we don't do that anymore. Too many personalities. Too many personalities in the world, you know what? Oh well. Found this neat little bug in the woods. Little green creature. Looks like a mini praying mantis. I don't know what it is. On the way through, we stopped at Montour Falls. It's a neat little village. Like all the villages in the east are old. These are all from colonial times. Remember, these are the original 13 colonies. And so it's a quaint little village with all this old stuff that looks pretty cool. But Montour Falls has a big waterfalls right in the middle of it. So we're going to pull up to the waterfalls and stop and take a look at that. We have to get through traffic here. Typical country town. You never know when you're going to see a tractor or a payload or something going through from some farmer. Here's a sign put up by the Ed Department about a sketch that is now in the Louvre in France about this waterfall. And this is the falls. And this is humongous. I mean, this is just incredible. This falls. But this is pretty neat. Again, it's a dry year. These are much better in the in the spring when the snow is melting and the water is coming over there at an incredible water flow. There's a really nice little place that kids used to swim down here, but they don't allow it anymore. But here's the upper road up there, up at the top, and this is the falls down here. But it's impressive in the spring, as I said. Then as we were driving north up through the Finger Lakes back up to Syracuse, New York from the rally, we decided to stop in at the Finger Lakes National Forest. It's the only national forest in New York, and it has 2 campsites. They're $10 a piece. So we've never been to them, and so we thought we'd cruise by and see what they were like. So this is a real short, it's what we could do in a few minutes, I guess, just driving through it. Just checking out the campsites here. This is the Backbone Horse Camp. And the roads are not all that great. It's self-pay. They do seem to have some big open sites for horses and trailers and vehicles and campers. And horse people seem to like to use them. They seem to be pretty well used. It's a Sunday afternoon in September. There are campsites here that are open. Now we're going to visit the Blueberry Patch campground in the National Forest, Finger Lakes National Forest. This is a very basic campground, more or less, I think, for tents. Go in here. The road is pretty potholed. There's some basic information on a kiosk there. There's a picnic area, day use area. Up ahead you might see or you might not see there's a dumpster that's overflowing. I don't know if it was really busy here this weekend or if that's just old time. You can see how kind of bouncy the road is. Again, here's a pay station, self-serve pay station. $10 per day per camp unit. There's some deep ruts, not ruts, just deep potholes here. This is one of the campsites. You'd have to be pretty good backing in to back in a trailer there. They're numbered 1, 2, 3. They actually go the wrong way to back into them. 5 is a nice, long, big one, deep back into the woods. Some more big potholes. Campsite 6, 7. There's 8 and 9. There's a dumpster, Class B, campsite 9. These are the outhouses. They're pretty typical. Actually, they're fairly fancy outhouses, but they're still pit privies, as they call them. It's an outhouse, and we're coming out of the campground now. Here's the garbage dumpster, I should say. And that's the camping loop.